What do you think first when you hear the word Germany? German language class 1 took in high school. I learned how to count to 10. Say hello. Thank you. I'm not sure my teacher was even halfway fluent in Sie Deutsch in all honesty. At least 2 days a week we watched Mr. Bean English language episodes for the whole period. I'm also reminded of a German foreign exchange at our school. Rolf liked to drink and partake in dares. I witnessed him snorting Tylenol. I think about the tree in the Bosnian mountains under which my grandpa buried a rifle and told me, "You know where to look for it once the Nazis come again." He was 13 when he joined resistance and lost his right arm in combat. Also participated in Battle of Siegeska, where 20.00 partisans fought against 120.00 Nazi, fascist and Ustase troops. Foxismu. Sloboda Narodu. 99 Luftballons JK. But seriously, their language, it sounds like jacked up Swedish or something. I dunno. All I know is I like when I hear someone speaking it. Also, I feel German lends itself well to anger. Like, if you want to talk angrily in a language, German would be a good one. Hyen, the YouTuber Instagrammer, she's a Vietnamese that live in Germany and do a lot of videos about German culture. Also, our neighbor since I'm French. Then, my family name is German even though I'm French, and finally, I think about the history we learn in school. Beer, sausage, techno, cars and racing, to world wars. Hilarious sounding words, guns, engineering, legal brothels and possibly weed soon. Their sense of humor, kinda chocolate. There's probably more but I can't think of them right now. If someone said Germany, I would think of sausages, those green overall outfits, beer, stern people, precision engineering, etc. If someone said what do you think first when you hear the word Germany, I think of Nazis, genocide and Hitler came to mind. Although I am aware that it is from your past, that is what first comes to mind. Following there were drinks, sauces, stunning but tiny, chilly people, and breathtaking scenery. This video series we watched in German class, where one of the kids wanted to be a chef, so he made pizza for his friends and he used ketchup for the sauce, and the entire class was horrified. And Bavaria. I'm a history nerd, so the first thing is definitely Hitler. Nazis, war. Bismarck, Kaiser Wilhelm. After that there's loads of good stuff like cars, Benz, BMW, Oktoberfest, Autobahn, Tech. I'm 4 years old. You expect me to remember the names of all these countries? I don't even know which one is ours. Is it this one? Points to the opposite side of the globe. Oktoberfest. Fine memories of when I went over there on a military exercise. Only had a couple days but had a blast. Second, I guess would be efficient. In a positive way. Goof Troop, where Max got almost all 10s from judges of different countries. Something like, it's 10s all around except for on that one. World War II. Sorry, Germany. I know it's not still your thing, and you have been very cool about it since. But it's the first thing that comes to mind. My gut reaction is really negative. I have to remind myself that there is a lot to admire. My negativity does not apply to German people individually. My genealogy. My great-great-grandfather was German, left Germany before WW to hard to get any hints on German lineage, the flag and the language, and a whole bunch of other things. But I study German, so I might have more associations than other people. XD, Franco-Prussian and Napoleonic Wars. Of course I can't forget about the big cool Panzers and the cool zoomy planes they had. Cars, Bundesliga, Black Forest, Bratwurst, Hitler, WWII, Autobahn, some other things as well. But just a quick scan list. My head went Nazi. No wait, that's bad. We need something else. The sound of the Soviet anthem. So you. That. Punctuality, quality, no nonsense. They can't make or take jokes. And that they invaded us on the 9th of April 1940. My grandfather's Purple Heart. First person in my family to visit Europe since they originally got to the US. Christmas markets. And those big medieval stone and timber houses you see in every fantasy setting. Castles too. I'm British. I think, why do you guys have to be so good at everything, and why do we have to compete with you? The Euro bill. I am an Eastern European, so a Georgian alcoholic comes to mind more than an Austrian painter. I'm no porn, but I'm overexposed to English comedians, so it's to World Wars and one World Cup. Duh. Hairflick D.7 LZSDOA. A faster and harder motorcycle with a step-through frame, a seat, and a platform for the rider's feet. I think of Spetzels, Engineering, Bismarck, Charlemagne, the Holocaust. Not necessarily in that order. 1. Armin Niewes. 2. Detlev Gunzel. 3. Socks and sandals Birkenstocks. 4. Sadomasochism. 5. Sauerkraut. I actually visited Germany recently, and now, when I hear Germany, I think bread. Rock hard bread. The Olympics 1936. That when the Olympics changed, more showmanship, more of the way it is today. Schnitzel, and then probably something we don't talk about, but schnitzels are freaking good. Aside from the obvious, a lack of humor comes to mind. Not sure how true this is though. Tall, grumpy people who are efficient at work and have some weird niche sense of humor. My childhood, having lived in West Germany in the mid-80s, between the ages of 6 and 9. Tall blonde man holding a Pilsner in a hand and a Bratwurst in the other while smiling. A map of Germany filled in with the German flag. My brain is very literal like that. All the comments are just Nazis or Bavarian culture. Where are my diner lovers at? How funny it sounds when our Deutsches friends pronounce it Germany. The first to have the guts to tell Russia to go fuck itself when it invaded Ukraine. Dylan Moran explains it the best. That German song that's going around social media about Barbara and rhubarb pie. The first thing I think of is Deutschland, which is Germany translated in Dutch. Beer, sausage, pretzels, etc., and many fond memories of traveling to Germany. Country with the most IKEA stores in the world. Surprisingly, it's not Sweden. Bavaria, Oktoberfest, Cologne, Frankfurt, Dusseldorf, pretzels and beer. Trauma. I had a really toxic and manipulating ex-GF who was from Germany. The really fun 2 weeks I spent mountain biking in the Bavarian forest. Very tall, perhaps this is my first thought because I'm very sure. Many things, but only few of them nice. So I'd rather not list any. Historikstå bang van links were own Doppelten Buxteben. Deutschland Minhas Flammen. Uldik Leben and Verdammen. Nazis beer. Kinda like the German version of liquor and whores. Place where half of my country worked at one point of their life. No humor, because of something that happened a few decades ago. It's language. Why but German language sounds perfect for me. Sausage, beer, or chocolate depending if I'm hungry or thirsty. A quick trip over the border to get some cheap fuel for my car. Auf der High Blue ein kleines Blümelein. And das height Erica. Amazing healthcare. Super affordable childcare. Rude people. Home. Edit. I was born in Bavaria. That's next to Germany. Driving on the Autobahn and the beautiful hills and scenery. Mein Hamster ist gestorben. Thank you GCSE German lessons. Surprisingly decent black metal bands coming out of there. PIER. And everyone's superimposed as the angry German kid. Home. Considering I've lived here for a majority of my life. Medieval villages with red rooftops surrounded by forests. Israel supporter. Transfers its guilt to Palestinians. Great quality, but expensive to fix when it goes wrong. My nieces and nephew, and the few friends who live there. My neighboring country, that I can see from my window. Philosophers, Nazis, romanticism, bread and sausages. Bratwurst. German sausages are the best in the world. I live here, so bureaucracy, law and beer and sausages. I've got a couple German friends, so I think of them